Right then guys, I'm doing a review on Parque Santiago 4 and we are in the tower bit, that funny shaped tall tower at the bottom of the Golden Mile. We're in room 204, floor 2, and there's lifts, so if you've got a disability, don't worry about it. And you have these wristbands that it's got a coin type of thing in the middle, and you just put that to your door and that lets you in straight away. We've never had these before, so it's new to us, but they are handy. Yeah, so we'll come straight into the bathroom. Now we've been here now 5 days. This is our 6th day, and it's the 1st of May today, 2026. So yeah, you've got plenty of towels, and they say, you know, if you don't want a clean towel, just hang them up on your rails, which we have been doing. But I'm sure they've come in every day and changed the towels, even though we didn't want them changing. You know, they say try and save on washing and that, but yeah, you've got this fantastic big mirror in here, plenty of room on your shelf to put all your toiletries. So this has been lived in, as I, just said. This is our 6th day, but I'm very tidy anyway, so there won't be much mess. You've got a little table thing under your sink to put bits and bobs. They always put plenty of spare toilet rolls underneath there. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit used to this camera. Yeah, you've got your shower over your bath. It is a decent shower. You've got shower gel and shampoo that they provide if you don't want to bring your own, but I use my own anyway, and my own shampoo. But Pete's been using that shower gel. But only thing I would say about this shower is this glass panel here, it must be leaking or something, because all this here, it's all water all along here, so it does tend to go onto your floor, so just be careful. So use your towel mat, on your floor, but you'll still find it does still go on your floor, so you've got to be careful of that. So yeah, that's your bathroom. Turn that off. And then here you've got your wardrobe straight across from your door when you come in. Plenty of room in it, we found. I haven't even used the coat hangers. I've just put everything in on shelves, because I bring my travel iron with me, because you don't get an iron in here. I think you can ask for one, and there's no ironing board. I wish there'd have just been a little ironing board, but I'm just ironing my clothes on top of bed. But yeah, you've got plenty of room in there. Then you've got your safe, which you have to pay for at €3 a day. We're here for 10 days, so it's cost us €30. You've got a spare blanket up there. I only needed to use it one night, because you haven't got air conditioning in these rooms. This is a resort view studio, superior studio apartment, what we picked. But yeah, there's no aircon, but there is a ceiling fan, which does a decent job, to be honest. So you've got plenty of room on your worktop. Underneath here, you've got your fridge. But the disappointing thing for us is there's no ice box. You don't get an ice compartment in your fridge, which is bad for us, because we do like to have a vodka and coke or a Southern Comfort and coke when we get in at night. And no ice. So that were a bit disappointing, but you've got plenty of room in these fridges for all your drinks and your milk and that. We've only been having cake, yoghurt and fruit, because even though we've got self-catering, I don't do no cooking on holiday. I don't come to cook. We go out for all our meals. But we have had fruit today and yoghurt for breakfast. We're not going out today because we're having fish and chips later, which is going to be quite filling. Yeah, but like your cupboards, you've got all your plenty of mugs and that, and all your glasses and stuff. We just leave out what, like there, look, we just leave out what we need, just 2 mugs and a couple of glasses. But yeah, you've got your bowls and that in there. And then near your wardrobe here, you've got this other cupboard. And your kettle come in here. And, you know, a jug and that. Coffee thing, but we don't use that. And then you've got a toaster. So you've got plenty of stuff, chopping board in there. Yeah, so little hob there, and then you've got your cooker, but like I say, oh, how do you undo that? Oh, I don't even use it, so.
Interrupting the video, look at me. I just thought I'd check that she'd double press the button on the back, because otherwise the camera will point up to the ceiling, and I thought she might have forgot. Well, she hasn't, I can see it.
Yeah, so look, you've got all your knives and forks and that. I know this is pretty boring, but it's just to show you what you actually get. And everything's nice and neat, which is what I like. All your plates in there, look. And then your pans, which I won't even touch. But if you like to cook, it's ideal. And you've got plenty of sockets. And we couldn't figure out how to turn these lights were on over your kitchen worktop, and we couldn't figure out how to turn them off. But it's this button here on end that turns them on and off. So yeah, we just leave the kettle out, and a tip for you, bring your own coffee and sugar like we have. I just bought them in zip bags, and then I've just put them in a glass with a bag of at top, because there's no jars or out to put them in. Or it's a lot cheaper than paying it at shop. It costs a bomb at shop for Nescafe and your sugar. Yeah, so I just put all my makeup and stuff there, look, my straighteners, and then just put all his shoes there. Footwear. Yeah, I love this mirror. Look how big that is. It's massive. I'd love one of them at home. And then you've got a lovely glass table, which is very nice, but we don't even use table for eating on. Like I say, we eat out, so. But it's nice if you like to eat in. It was my birthday on the 28th of April. That's why we're here. So that was a nice day. Got a nice big fruit bowl there. Look at the size of these apples what I got from the shop. Look at them. Not tried them yet, but they look nice. Yeah, we just use this for putting all bits and bobs on. And then you've got a massive, it looks like a 75-inch television screen, which we don't use. Seems a waste, like, but we don't use it because we out all day. We don't really come back only to change. And then you've got a nice settee, although we haven't even used that either. Them couple of cushions in the middle are what go on your bed. And then you've got your nice, whatever you call it, what you put over your bed. But I'll just take it off because we don't need it on. Yeah, so it's nice size room. It's just right, really, for 2 on you. And the beds are the split beds, so you've got a big single bed each, which are very roomy and very comfortable. They are quite a firm bed, I'll tell you that, but they are comfortable. And then you've got them big pillows that are nice. Them ones on top I haven't used mine because they're a bit odd. They're them memory foam odd pillars. Then you've got little side tables there. My mum and dad, look, bless them, I bring them with me everywhere. Yeah, your side tables, so it's all very nice. But the thing here, what we don't like, is this ornament on your wall, a giraffe. When Pete gets out of bed, sometimes he knocks it because it's too close to bed. It's been put in a daft place. I know it's only a minor thing, but you're frightened to death of knocking it off a wall. And then here, look, we couldn't figure this out when we got here because we're thick. You might be cleverer. But here, oh, come on, camera, go on it. Yeah, you've got your remote for your ceiling fan. So if your fan's on and you want it off, you press that middle button. That turns it straight off. And then all round here you've got your numbers, obviously low to high. So you just sort it out as you want it. Not really sure. Oh, one of them's to make the fan go opposite way. You know, because it goes two ways. And that goes on the wall here. And then obviously you've got your TV remote on your bedside cabinet. There's no USB ports in here, I will tell you that, so just be aware. You have got this little one here, but we don't use them kind. So yeah, you'll need to bring an adapter with your USB ports in. But there's plenty of sockets all over the place. And then, yeah, that's your ceiling fan. We haven't had to have it on all the time though. And then you come out to your balcony. Don't you, Pete?
Hello. It's a little bit cool this morning. It's nice on front. I took scooter out earlier and it's nice on front.
Yeah.
But it's a bit cooler. You can see it's blowing trees a bit.
Yeah. You have got that rack there with pegs on. We haven't had to use it yet because we haven't even been rack pulled properly, have we? We have once for an hour and a half, but it's a bit much for Pete because he's got breathing problems, so.
The television, by the way, we did use it for about half an hour first day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you can sign in if you've got a YouTube channel or whatever.
Netflix.
Yeah,
YouTube and Netflix.
You can sign in.
And use that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And you've got this lovely balcony with glass, so you can see straight through it. You get 3 chairs and a table. And then, like I say, we asked for a resort view, but we've actually got a sea view as well. A bit of both. So we can't believe this amazing view. We're looking over the boat. There's 2 pools here. One's heated and one's just your normal one. But you can use Parque Santiago 3, their pools, if you want to, which are more kiddie friendly, I should think. Yeah, they are, aren't they, Pete? I mean, there's kids here, but not so many. But yeah, you've got that lovely sea view, look, because all the way round, all the way, we can see it. So it's a fantastic view. But the main thing I'm going to tell you here, guys, what a lot of you won't be aware of, if you've got disabilities and you've hired a scooter, like we've had to do, let me just turn this round, I could talk to you better. Yeah, guys, so if you've got a disability and you've hired a scooter, be aware that here there's only enough spaces for about 6 scooters, and there's only 4 charging points to put your plug in and charge it whenever you need it charging. And we've had a right game on because we've got a double-seated scooter, and it's a newish one as well.
Don't forget they're in a tight room as well.
Yeah, and where you park them, they're actually straight underneath us where we're staying, but it's like a room that you park them in. They're not really outside.
If that's what you can call it, a room.
Yeah, and it's very, very tight to get a scooter around, even a single one. And we couldn't get our scooter in there. And so we parked it out of the way, just round the corner on some artificial grass. And then we were all right first night. That second night, we got a sign on it saying we're not allowed to park here, and if we do it again, it'll be taken away. So that frightened us to death. And it weren't in anybody's way. It weren't near any fire doors or anything like that. It was totally out of the way. So I went in reception, asked about it, and well, they were pretty useless at trying to help me because they just kept saying, that's all the space we've got for scooters. You need to have a disability. I says, yes, my husband has got a disability. You know, he suffers with emphysema and heart disease and a load of other problems. She says, oh, yes, I've got, because they take it all down. They want to look at your blue badge and they write all that down and they write the company of the scooter you've hired and they put the number that's on the back of your scooter, they put that down as well. And after keep going backwards and forwards, questioning it, where do we put a scooter? Because we're frightened, because we keep, you know, we've got this notice on saying you're going to take it away. We've come on holiday, you know, and we don't want all this stress. I says, if we'd have known there were only 4 ports and little space, we wouldn't have booked this hotel. So anyway, she got through to a manager and they said that we could bring it inside the reception area, in the waiting area, because there's one socket in there. She said we can park it there, because I asked about this spot, because I saw this one socket. She says, yeah, you can park it there, and there's only you can park there, nobody else, you'll be fine. So that's what we did. And she also said we can park it out the front, you know, if we can't get a space, but there's no charging port there. So we have been parking it round the front and it's been fine. Then yesterday we came back to the scooter and we got another sign on it saying do not park here, we're going to take it away. So I went in again and told her this were like 11:30 last night. And she says, don't worry about it. You know, I know which security guard's done it. You'll be fine, you know. But it is a worry because every time we keep going to that scooter area to try and get, because obviously when we come in at night, I have a look first to see if there's any room. And there's never no room. It's always full. So be warned. So that's really put us off coming here again. But it is a lovely hotel. It's absolutely fantastic. It's dead clean. You've got everything you need apart from the ice compartment in your fridge. So I hope that helps you guys. And we have got our honest opinion. But like I say, it's a lovely hotel. And if you haven't got any disabilities, it's fantastic. But if you have, just be aware of that scooter problem because you might be struggling. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys. I know it's gone on a bit, but I like to explain everything and tell you our opinion. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, you've got these cards that they give you at reception when you get here. Just slot it in there. That works all your electricity. So I would leave it in. Just leave it in all the time. And just turn your lights off manually, or you can just pull that card up and just leave it there. And then, well, it means when you come in your room, you've got to keep shoving it down. So we just leave it there all the time because we turn all the lights off anyway. So that works your electricity, guys.